All right, guys, welcome to our fifth tutorial, or let me call it our fifth project on N18. So in our previous project, let's do a quick overview. We happens to make use of the schedule trigger to send information from the weather map, and also we use the edit field to send information to the Slack. So in this project, we learn how to use the API from the Open Weather Map, where we happens to get that from the Open Weather Map website. So after signing up, we got our API. So and we're able to check for weather condition of city like Lagos, and we happens to communicate that to the Slack channel we created. Okay, the Slack channel, which is all tech trainer channel, and we're able to send the message coming from the open weather map to the Slack channel. So this is very exciting that we went through it, making use of two API here, the API for the open weather and also the API for the Slack. Wow, that's beautiful. So if you don't know how to create the Slack API, you can watch our previous videos where we have a step-by-step process on how we can create the Slack API, create the bot inside the chat, and also see how far we create a channel in Slack. This is very good that we are now working on the fifth project today. So let's dive in properly to the fifth project and see what we're going to be having today. So going back to personal, so for our fifth project, we're going to be creating an on-form submission. So let's create the workflow. All right, so an on-form submission is going to be used to collect data. Then we're going to append the data from the on-form submission to a Google Sheet. Then we're going to be using the edit field, right, to filter the information from the Google field and send the informations to Slack channel, and also try to see how far we make use of the Gmail also. So without bothering you much, let's start properly. So add first step, which is the on form submission. We have different okay, let me just type form. So we have different trigger we can use in N10. You can see we have the N10 form. We have the Gmail can be used as trigger. Telegram can be used as trigger. Send email can be used as trigger. Even the Slack can be used as triggers. The Discord, a lot of trigger are here that you can use. Survey Monkey, form start trigger. A lot of triggers here are here for you to use. So, but for the purpose of this project, we're going with the on form submission. So what do we need? What action do we require from these? We can toggle it to see what action we required. Okay, on new N10 form event, right? So let's click on these. All right. So just like the webhook where we have the text URL, we have the production URL. So for this project texting, you're going to be working with the text URL, right? So if we want to toggle the active button, so we can use the production URL. So let's go with the text URL. All right. So the authentication will be leave as none, right? So the form title can be employee, right? Employee data, right? Data. All right. So for the form description, we can just leave it as empty, or we can say XYZ employee data. Employee data. So I hope I hope you get the process of getting to this level, right? So the next thing we're going to be doing is connecting the form element to it. What are the form elements? They are the basic columns we have in a form, or the basic column we connect or link to the Google Sheet, right? So let's add the first form element. So we have the field name coming. So what's the field name? We leave it as name. All right, so we leave it at name. So what's the element type? We have different element type. We have checkboxes, custom HTML, dates, drop downs, email, file, hidden field, numbers, password, and the rest. So we're using text for name. All right, so for the placeholder, we are going to leave that as none. All right, so we toggle this as required, just like we used to do on in our Google form, right? So let's add the next element to it. So let's go by department, right? Department. whatever we're doing here, we're still going to do that in Google Sheet, right? Creating the following headers, right? So department can be also text for us, and we can toggle it as required. So let's add the next one, which is let's go for salary, right? Salary. All right. So salary, we can leave it as text if we are going to be using the word to fill the form. But for figures, we have to change it to let's say number, right? Number. All right. So let's toggle it as required as well. So let's go to the next one, which is we can have a bit of information of the person's email, right? So making use of email. So for the type, I think we have email as well. So let's toggle it as required, right? So let's get for dates, right? Which is the person's hire date, right? Hire date. Okay. So for the hire date, we're going to make use of nothing but the date type, right? So for the date type, and also toggle as required. All right, so we're going to be making use of these few columns so that at the end of the day, we can transmit these as information to Slack and also email, right? So back to Canvas, always zoom to fit. All right, so the next thing we're going to be adding is our Gmail, right? Is our Gmail. All right, so let's add our Google Sheets to this Google Sheet, right? Because we want to append the information coming from the Google form, or sorry, the on form submission to the Google Sheet. So we have actions, and what actions do we want these Google Sheets to do for us? Okay, let's do append role in sheet so that the information coming from the on form submission can be appended to this sheet, right? So what next do we need to do is to select the sheet to for the on form, right? So we don't have the sheet created yet. So what we'll do is let's go back to Canvas. All right, going back to Canvas right now. Okay, we can now go to Google Sheet, right? Okay, let's go to Google Sheets. So this is Google Sheet, right? So let's create the sheet that wants to connect to the Google Sheet in anything. All right, so we have it loading up right now. So I would like to bold this a bit so that we can all see. Okay. All right, so this has been bolded. So what next do we need to do is the first column is name, right? Name. All right, so the next column is what? I think we have the department, right? So this is case sensitive, so we have to type exactly what we type in the on form submission. So I think we have next is we have the salary. All right, salary. Next I think we have email, right? Email, right? So after email, I think we have the higher date. This is very case sensitive, so we have to be careful of. Okay, we have higher date, right? So let me make this bold a bit, all right, so that you see what we type in. All right. So for the sheet name, let's make it Control E, employee data, right? Employee data, right? All right, all right. So we have employee data as the sheet name. So we can just simply go back to N8N and look for this employee data under the drop down in the Google Sheet, right? So let's open this up and see. Okay, now let's there's a three dotted point here. We can just refresh value or reset value, I mean. So reset value, right? So let's now click on this and see if it's going to fresh. Okay, sir. So we have the employee data. So we take it on from there. So how many sheets do we have inside it? Let's look at it. Okay, we have only one sheet, right? All right. So this is saying we should map it, right? That we should map this, right? So to map this is actually very easy. It's just for us to do a drag and drop, just like what you've seen in our previous video, right? So let's just go back to Canvas and try to execute this first. So we execute this. All right, so you can see how this is coming up right now. We have the name, we have the department, we have salary, we have emails, we have hire dates. All right, so we can just fill this right now. So how do we fill this is to name is what? Kayode. Let me use of Kayode. All right, department is what? ICT, right? All right, salary is what? 300,000, right? 300,000. So this is 300,000, right? So we have emails to be. We can use any of this email right now. So we can just use any of this email right now. All right, let's use this email. All right. So from there we can go to the higher date where we select the higher date. All right. So what is the higher date right now is okay, we can make use of let's say August 20th 2026. No, let's change the year, right? So let's, because this is year sensitive, so the year can be changed. So let's find how we change the year to a previous year. Okay, 2020, right? So February 5th, right? All right, so we have this. So we can just click on the submit right now. So let's submit this. Wow, so you can see form submitted successfully, right? So we just close this. Okay, so after closing this, we can just see how far we come to the Google Sheet. All right, so we have the input now coming. So we now scroll up a bit. When we scroll up a bit, we now let's drag name to name. All right, department to department. This is drag and drop salary to salary. I hope this is giving you the joy I'm having at the same time. Email to email. Then we have higher dates to higher dates, right? So this is that about this. We can just go back to canvas. Okay, going to canvas right now. Let's use the zoom to fit, right? So we've used the zoom to fit right now. So the next thing we're going to be using is let's click on edit, right? Let's use the edit this time around. Okay, edit set. So let's click edit set and see what we can do with this. Okay, let's click on the drag. Okay, so we have the name. Let's make it message. All right, we've seen this in our previous video, so it's just like us trying to know more about this. So what do we need to do right now in the value? Okay, let's look at our input by the right hand. What do we have here? We have on form submissions, we have this, we have that. So for the appends, we have this, we have that. So what we need to do right now is we don't have information from the Google Sheet already, so we need to execute the Google Sheet. So let's execute the Google Sheet. All right, trying to execute the Google Sheet, right? So the Google Sheet is now executed. So we can go back to the edit field right now to see okay, so you can see that we have the information from the Google Sheet now. So what do we need to do right now? We can do a drag and drop, and we can also write the JSON or the JavaScript ourselves. So, but first, I want us to toggle this from fixed to expression, right? To expression, right? So after that, we can just fetch name. Okay, okay, name. We can also put up here to be employee. Okay, employee details, right? So that anybody receiving this information will know what he or she is receiving. Employee details, right? So we can just do this by okay, we can do this by, okay, let's do this by coming down to, okay, type name. Okay, let's drag the name to name, right? Let's drag the name to name, so you can see how we're trying to make the formatting to look good. So we have name as Kyle Day. So we have department can also come right now. Department. Okay, we can do this by also going back to drag the department. All right. Okay, so we can also come down and find let's make it of a salary. So we just need department, salary, and hire date tool. So we'll leave email out of it. And okay, salary. Let's drag the salary. All right, so we can just still come down and bring the hire date, right? Hire date. Okay, now let's drag the hire date. So you can see that we are leaving, oh, sorry, hire date. So we are leaving, all right, so this is good. So we are leaving um email out of it, so we can execute this and we can as well go back to canvas, right? So let's go back to canvas. Going back to canvas, we can use the zoom to fit right now. So let's use the zoom to fit. Okay, so what we need to do right now is connect the communication channel, right? So we go by Slack, right? So we have the Slack coming up. So let's click on Slack. So what do we want to do with the Slack? Send message, right? Send a message, right? So we're bringing send a message on. So just like you've seen in our previous project, where we work on the Slack API. So you can watch the project we work on this Slack API. I think it's our second project or our third project, so that you can see how far you create your Slack API and connect the token you got. You just need to connect to paste the token from the token or the API from the Slack into this. You don't need the signature secret, just the token, and you're good to go, right? So what do we need to do next is see how far we send this message. Okay, send to channel, because we create a channel in any in Slack, right? So channel list, right? So we don't have the channel list, but let's use the name of the channel. I think we have all, just like what you saw here. Let's go to, just like what you saw here in the Slack. So we have the channel as all tech trainer, right? So let's go back to our anything and type it as it is there, all tech trainer, right? So this is the channel. So what do we want to do right now is to send message, right? So you can see we have the output from the on form submission. We have the output from the append sheet. So but for the field right now, edit field, we don't have an output. So we need to go and execute that, because okay, let's execute and see. So you can see we have execute. So let's go back to Slack and see if we have an output. Yeah, we have an output that titled message, right? So we can just drag this here and paste this here. So you can see the message coming in right now. So we have employee details, name, Coyote, department, and so on. So we can leave this as expression as well. So we can go back now. Going back now, we can just zoom to feed. You can as well connect another node to this by clicking this. We can add Gmail, right? All right, a Gmail can come in. All right, so what do we want Gmail to do? To send message, right? Send a message. All right, so what do we need to do now? Who are we sending this message to? Just like in our first very video, we have talked about connecting and authenticating um, your Google account to anything. So you can watch our first video and see how far you level up on that. So operation send. So to which email are we sending to? Let's send to this email. All right. Subject can be employee data. All right. So after that, we can come to the email type can be left as HTML, or just HTML can go. So for the message, then we now drag and drop the message section from the edit field itself and drop here. So you can see we have the message now as well. So we can execute this and we can go back to Canvas as well. So let's drag this up a bit. All right, so what do we need to do? Let's zoom to fit. So you can see that we have our workflow. So what do we need to do, right, is to execute this edit field so that the output can go out to both the Slack and as well as the Gmail, right? So let's do this. All right, all right. So what do we need to do, right, is to execute this as well, the Slack. All right, so we have node executed successfully. Let's execute the Gmail as well. All right, so executing. So you can see node executed successfully. So what do we need to do right now is to look at the log section, right? Okay, before we go to the next section, let's see. You can see my Slack has received a message. So let's open the Slack and see. All right, so you can see the chat bot in Slack right now. We have the employee details, name Kayode, department ICT, salary 300,000, hire date is coming in. So this is the beauty of sending message, automated message in N8N using Slack. So we can also go to look the log section and see our logs and how they are. So for the on-form submission, you can see Coyote, ICT, 300,000. So just like the header we created in the form submission. So you can see the append rows and sheets. What we have in the append rows and sheets, you can see the inputs coming from the append row and sheet, right? So you can see how they are. So you can see the edit field as well. You can see the edit field, how the information are coming in. So when we get to the edit field, you can see that we left out the email in the output section. So we didn't make use of the email in the edit field. So we can go to the send message. So as you can see the send message now, we have input and output. Everything is working perfectly. So this is how you can actually create a workflow using on form submission, and also using the edit field to classify what information you want from the appended sheet. So this is our project, our fifth project. So let's name this on form, okay, employee data info, right? So employee data info is what I will name this. You can name it anything you want to name it. That is that about this project. So if you're just joining us for the first time, so this is the fifth project we're working on. So you can as well, visit the YouTube channel and take our project one after the other to see how far you level up with us. So thank you very much and congratulations for this milestone. Um, Thank you very much. Congratulations. So if you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to share this video across to family and friends. Thank you and we hope to see you in our next video. Thank you.